Top 10 Longest Bridge in the World. Number 1 Danyang Kanshan Grand Bridge. The longest bridge in the world, in any category, is the mammoth 102.4-mile-long Danyang Kanshan Grand Bridge in China. Opened in 2011, the bridge operates as part of the Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway and connects several major cities within the Yangtze River Delta. The trip from Ningbo to Jiaxing that previously took 4.5 hours has been reduced to 2, thanks to this bridge. The $8.5 million structure was built by a team of 10,000 workers over only 4 years and can withstand a magnitude 8.0 earthquake, typhoons, and a direct hit from a 300,000-ton naval vessel. Number 2 Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge. Opened in 2018, the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge is the world's longest steel bridge tunnel system and, aptly, links the three areas of Hong Kong, Zhuhai, and Macau. The 34-mile bridge, which consists of 3 cable-stayed bridges connected by an underwater tunnel and 2 human-made islands, is also the longest sea crossing in the world. Private use of the bridge is limited to just 10,000 permit holders, with the majority of passengers traveling across on the bridge's 24-hour public shuttle system. The bridge is hailed as an architectural wonder. It used single-column piers buried deep in the seabed to support the structure in a way that minimized interference with water currents and caused the least amount of disturbance to populations of Chinese white dolphins. Number 3 Dola Sadia Bridge. The 5.69-mile Dola Sadia Bridge in northeast India is the country's longest bridge over water. Constructed with a beam design, the 3-lane structure connects the states of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh across the Lohit River. It cuts travel time from Rupai, in Assam, to Mecca/Roing in Arunachal Pradesh, from 6 hours to just 1 hour. The Dola Sadia Bridge was completed in May 2017 and, because of military concerns along the India-China border, was built to withstand the consistent weight of tanks. Number 4 Akashi Kaikyo Bridge. Opened to traffic in 1998, Japan's Akashi Kaikyo Bridge has the longest central span of any suspension bridge in the world. The bridge's main span extends a staggering 6,532 feet, with the structure's total length nearly doubling that at 12,831 feet long. This bustling and often festively illuminated suspension bridge carries the 6-lane Honshu Shikoku Highway across the Akashi Strait, linking the city of Kobe to Awaji Island. In an awe-inspiring feat of earthquake-resistant engineering, the bridge was built to withstand winds of up to 178 miles per hour. This is necessary because the bridge stands in a seismically unstable region that experiences some of Earth's worst storms. The bridge can expand up to 6.5 feet per day, despite the built-in buffers. Number 5 Evergreen Point Floating Bridge. At 7,710 feet long, the Evergreen Point Floating Bridge in Seattle, Washington is the longest floating bridge, a bridge built upon interlocked pontoons of concrete, in the world. Completed in 2016, the 6-lane Evergreen Point Floating Bridge took the place of a floating bridge of the same name that was built in 1963, which was discarded due to concerns over its ability to withstand earthquakes and other extreme weather events. In addition to updated safety standards, the new bridge features shoulder lanes and a 14-foot wide bicycle pedestrian path protected from car traffic. It also has the ability to support light rail, should the region choose to fund it in the future. Number 6 Heartland Covered Bridge. Connecting the town of Heartland to Somerville, New Brunswick, is the Heartland Covered Bridge, the world's longest covered bridge. The 1,282-foot-long bridge was opened in 1901 and has been on Canada's list of National Historic Sites since 1980. Although it was originally built without a roof, the bridge was covered with a wooden enclosure during extensive repairs in 1921. The wooden structure sits atop massive concrete piers. Number 7 Quebec Bridge. An advancement in early 20th century bridge design, a cantilever bridge is one that features rigid horizontal structures, known as cantilevers, that are supported on only one end. Completed in 1917 after 2 disastrous life-claiming construction failures, the Quebec Bridge remains the longest cantilever bridge in the world with a total length of 3,238 feet and a central span of 1,801 feet. It was considered such an accomplishment that the Prince of Wales, the future King Edward VIII of England, was present at its inauguration in 1919. The bridge, which connects suburban Quebec City to the city of Lévis,
was originally designed as a rail-only bridge but now also accommodates pedestrians, cyclists, and motor vehicles. At one point in its long history, the Canadian National Railway-owned structure supported a streetcar line as well. Number 8. Akatsuki Bridge. Not to be confused with similar-looking cantilever bridges, continuous truss bridges are a type of truss bridge in which a roadway or railway extends across 3 or more supports without hinges or joints. Like with most world's longest bridge rankings, the length of a continuous truss bridge is predominantly based on the length of the main span and not the combined total length of each continuous span. Judging by these criteria, the Akatsuki Bridge in Japan is the world's longest continuous truss bridge at just over 1,300 feet. Painted in an eye-pleasing baby blue, the all-steel structure connects the scenic island of Akatsuki with the much larger neighboring island of Hirado in Japan's Nagasaki prefecture. Prior to the bridge's construction, the trip had to be made by ferry.
Number 9. Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. The world's longest continuous bridge over water is Lake Pontchartrain Causeway Bridge in Louisiana. Stretching nearly 24 miles between the towns of Metairie and Mandeville, the structure's southbound portion was opened in 1956, whereas its northbound portion was opened 13 years later, in May of 1969. It's been described as scary for drivers who cannot see land for most of the trip. Police who patrol the bridge have reported having to rescue anxious drivers who become scared while crossing the bridge and literally stop their cars on the middle of the roadway. These panic-stricken motorists have to be driven across the bridge by police officers. A controversy began in 2011 when the newly built Jiaozhou Bay Bridge in China was named World's Longest Bridge Over Water by Guinness Book of World Records, a title previously held by Lake Pontchartrain Causeway Bridge. The dispute was settled when the title of Longest Continuous Bridge Over Water was given to the causeway, with Jiaozhou Bay Bridge receiving the title of Longest Bridge Over Water, aggregate.
Number 10. Crescent Bridge at 5 miles in length. Øresund Bridge between Denmark and Sweden is Europe's longest combined rail and road bridge. Opened in July 2000. The Øresund Bridge runs from the coast of Sweden to an artificial island in the Øresund Strait, called Paberholm, before going underground through the Drogden Tunnel to Amager Island in Denmark. The bridge accounts for half the trip, spanning nearly 5 miles, and the entire trip takes only 10 minutes by car. 5. The engineering marvel took 4 years to complete and receives tens of